It finished here at Tithe Farm in the Middlesex Senior Cup. Broadfields 4, Harrow Borough 3. We've got Borough's assistant boss Dave Thomas with us here tonight. Wayne's away. I think he's missed a good one. We chose a good one to miss, should we say. Dave, initial reaction, mate, where do we start?
Another Tuesday night, another 4 goals. We were very weak mentally tonight. I went in at half time, said how disappointed I was with how we started. We talked about making mistakes, and we started with a mistake. We made a back pass, poor decision. Goalkeepers then made a poor decision to take a touch, and we got punished. We've given away a penalty. We then looked like we started to get a foothold back in the game, and we did okay for 15 minutes of the first half. And the second half, we have come out and capitulated. We have made poor decision after poor decision after poor decision, culminating in 2 red cards. One which I thought was harsh, one which you can't have any arguments about. But my reaction with tonight was one of immense disappointment in how they conducted themselves.
You've touched on it already. Well, we went in 3-2 up at half time, which was quite a shock, really, the way we were playing. First 20 minutes, I think the defending was, I don't think you can say anything other than shambolic, really, was it?
No. There is not many other descriptive words for that first half of the first half's defensive performance. We started with a 3 at the back, something that we haven't tried since pre-season. With the personnel available, we thought we've got 3 centre halves, we can make it work, and it didn't work. So we flipped to a 4, and we looked a little bit more comfortable after we did that. But again, the standards were way off. They just were not what we expect from our players.
Went in 3-2 at half time. 3 not bad goals. They were hardly great at the back either, but Lucas's goal was a cracking finish.
Yeah, again, he scored a very good goal on the weekend, and he had another great individual bit of skill tonight for his goal. I thought Jack took both his finishes well, but again, as you say, they should have been punished a lot more tonight. Every time we went forward and got a flick on, we looked like we should have gone for and punished. But on the flip side, they had 13 attempts on our goal in the first half, which is at any level of football unacceptable.
What do you say to the boys at half time? We were 3-2 up, obviously. If it had been a boxing match, the ref would probably have stopped it and ruled it TKO for us, wouldn't it? So.
Yeah, we would have taken a few batterings ourselves and probably had some cuts that needed addressing. At half time, I'll try and put this as politely as I can. I instructed them what we expect them, which is a minimum requirement is that you compete and you make sure that you apply yourself, try your hardest, and talk to each other. We missed Gibbo tonight with his voice, we missed Hutchie, missed a few experienced heads in there. Sometimes when things aren't going your way, it just takes someone to just sit in the middle of the park and dictate, and today we didn't do that. We chased around a lot, didn't really affect anything.
I think the most disappointing thing in the second half was their keeper didn't have a single save to make.
No, he came out and claimed the corner, and I think the closest he got to some action was his centre half running into him on the edge of the box. We didn't apply ourselves, and it's another week where we've gone Saturday with a good performance and Tuesday served up something that is way below par, and it's just unacceptable to keep doing this week in, week out.
As we said, 2 red cards. We won't go into them in detail because it'll probably end up with letters coming our way from the league. But obviously, the first one seemed rather harsh.
I thought the first one was harsh. Prince is not a malicious player. He's gone in to win the ball. Their player's quite low with his head, but the ref has made some decisions tonight which may baffle some of us, but he's refereeing for both sides, so unfortunately that was what we were dealt tonight for us and for Broadfields. I didn't think it was particularly good either way.
No, and I think 2 minutes before Prince got the red card, our first red card, Lucas got brought down the edge of their box by their 6, who was on a yellow card, and it looked stonewall yellow, he'd be off, but nothing done.
No, nothing done.
And straight away they put the subs board up, took him off because they knew he was basically a walking red card.
And then he also got to stroll off, and the ref went and ambled off arm in arm with him. So yeah, struggling to have some comments on that tonight. But yeah, I mean, the linesman our side tried to talk to him, and he said that he's got nothing to say either. So it's a difficult one. I always believe that if you can go and talk to someone, understand why they've made a decision, at least they can explain to you their perspective, and we were unable to get that today. So,
is there any positives even we can take from tonight?
Positive that I can take from tonight is a few players who've come back from injury. So it's nice to see Cal Rogers back. He's worked really hard for over 8 months. He hasn't played, and yeah, it was good for. He's worked really hard to get back on the pitch, and it's nice to see him come back on the pitch. But apart from that, no positives I think to take from tonight's game. Lucas Miller, individual good goal, and I thought Jack Allen worked quite hard up top, but no, on the whole, disappointing night all round, and I'm quite frustrated.
Obviously, mate. Appreciate you coming out. As you said, it's another 4 goals shipped on a Tuesday evening. Something we need to work on because we've got about 4 or 5 Tuesdays in a row now with games. So I'm sure you want to get inside and speak to the boys, and then come back fresh for Ascot on Saturday.
Yep, another Saturday, Tuesday. So yeah, I mean, it's something we've said before, but I don't understand how you can go from performing how they have 2 Saturdays on the bounce to performing how they have 2 Tuesdays on the bounce. I've played enough games. I didn't treat a Saturday or a Tuesday any different. I wanted to win everything that I played, and I expect that mentality from our players. They should be winners, regardless of what day of the week it is or what time kick-off is.
Excellent. Right, we go again on Saturday away to Ascot. Hopefully a much better performance in the league there.
I hope so, right.
Cheers, Dave. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.